All right, if you're a founder in India today, you've got a massive decision to make, right from day one. And honestly, this one choice could shape your entire journey. So let's get right into it.
This is the big one, isn't it? Do you bootstrap, using your own savings and revenue? Or do you go out and raise venture capital? And look, this is way more than just a financial question. It's a strategic crossroad. It defines your company's culture, how fast you can move, and at the end of the day, your legacy.
You know, what's really fascinating is how much the startup world here has changed. The old playbook of growth at all costs, well, it's pretty much being thrown out. In 2026 India, it's all about building businesses with real, solid foundations. Sustainable scale is the new mantra. It's what everyone's talking about. Okay, so in this first part, let's really break down what this choice actually means for you. We're talking about a decision that's going to impact your lifestyle, your speed to market, and yeah, how much of your own company you actually get to keep.
Now, before we pit these two classic paths against each other, you gotta know that a ton of founders are actually choosing a third way, the hybrid path. And the idea is super powerful. You bootstrap first, prove your idea works, get some real traction, and only then do you raise VC money to just pour fuel on the fire and scale like crazy. It's a strategy we're going to see a lot of.
So whether you go full bootstrap, full VC, or that hybrid route we just talked about, the core decision really boils down to this one essential trade-off: ownership versus velocity. Do you want to keep full control of your dream, or do you need maximum speed to just completely dominate your market? And I love this because it perfectly illustrates the two possible outcomes. On one hand, you can build a zebra, a real, profitable, and sustainable business that actually makes money. On the other, you're chasing the unicorn, that billion-dollar valuation, fueled by insane speed and burning through cash. And honestly, in 2026, building that zebra is, for a lot of founders, the new badge of honor. This chart just lays it all out, crystal clear. Just look at the goals here. Bootstrapping is all about hitting profitability. VC, it's about valuation and a massive exit. And check out governance. With bootstrapping, you are the boss, period. With VC, you've got a board to answer to. These are just fundamentally different ways of operating a business. Okay, this brings us to a really crucial part of the VC journey that a lot of people just don't fully grasp. What is the real cost of taking that money? Let's get into the hidden math of dilution.
So here's the kicker. The second you take that first check, you are selling a piece of your company. In 2026, a typical pre-seed or seed round is going to cost you 15 to 20% of your ownership right out of the gate. Think about that.
And believe me, it doesn't stop there. After a few more rounds of funding, you could easily find yourself in what people call the zero scenario. A lot of founders who raise too much too early, they can end up owning as little as 5 to 10% of the company they poured their life into. This is the fast track to founder burnout. But, and this is a huge but, is dilution always a bad thing? Not at all. Let's do the math. Owning 100% of a 1 crore company means you have, well, 1 crore. But owning just 10% of a 100 crore company means you have 10 crore. See? Dilution only hurts if the value of the company, the size of the whole pie, doesn't grow fast enough to make your smaller slice worth way more. Okay, so we've looked at the slow and steady path and the high-speed rocket ship path. But what if there was another way? A way to get fuel for that rocket ship, but without giving away the controls? Let's talk about the free middle ground.
I mean, this is the absolute game-changing question for young Indian founders right now. What if you could get the cash you need to grow, but without selling off chunks of your company to do it? Is that even possible?
Well, this is the answer. Yes! India now has an incredible amount of what's called non-dilutive funding. The Startup India Seed Fund can give you up to 20 lakh rupees as a grant. A grant! That means no repayment, no equity lost. Then you have schemes like PMEGP and Mudra that offer low-interest loans. This stuff lets you act like a VC-backed startup, but you keep 100% of your company. It's amazing. So, with all of this on the table, how in the world do you actually decide? Let's walk through a super simple framework to help you figure out which path is truly right for you. First things first, you have to ask yourself this. Are you in a market like AI or fintech, or a super competitive e-commerce space, where the first company to get massive just captures everything? If the answer is yes, then you almost certainly need the speed and the firepower that venture capital brings. It's a land grab.
Second question, take a hard look at your business model. Are you running a software business, a design agency, or maybe a direct-to-consumer brand? Can you realistically get to profitability within a year? If the answer is yes, then you should probably bootstrap for as long as humanly possible to maximize your ownership.
And finally, a question about you. Be honest with yourself. Are you a maker who just loves building the product, coding, designing, getting your hands dirty? Or are you a manager who thrives on leading teams and reporting to investors? Bootstrappers spend their days making. VC-funded founders spend their days managing. You gotta know where your passion really lies. And to help you keep going on this journey, here are some absolutely fantastic resources. The Startup India Learning Program is basically a free course on all the legal stuff around funding. The Bhaskar Registry helps you research investors, and that equity dilution calculator, it is an absolute must-use tool. Please model out your future with it.
So that brings us right back to the beginning, to the final question that only you can answer. Are you going to build a sustainable, profitable zebra that is all yours? Or are you going to chase that billion-dollar valuation and build a high-stakes, high-risk unicorn? The choice, my friend, is yours.